Hey loves, so today I'm finally showing you how I achieve this twist, a simple style that is perfect for protective styling. And if you're into easy natural hairstyles that save time, this one is for you. So I'm starting off on stretched hair. I did a light blowout earlier, but you can also stretch with heatless methods like threading or braiding, whichever one works for you. Moisturizing is key for any natural hairstyle. I keep saying that. So I already used a light butter, and now I'm going in with my gel. The thing is, if you skip this particular step, your twist will likely feel dry in like a day or two, and that would not be so cute. And so I section the hair first. It just helps me work faster and makes everything look more intentional. I'm doing sort of medium-sized twist or a little big twist. It doesn't have to be perfect, all right? So I'm parting in clean, straight-ish row. And then with my gel in hand, I start from the roots and I start working it down the length of the entire hair. Now this helps with definition and hold. And then I begin to twist firmly but not too tight. Now you want your roots to be secure, but you don't want to tension your scalp. Tension is a no-no, especially around the edges. See this front hair? We need to protect it. And let me tell you, if you're heavy-handed like I used to be, then you would want to be more intentional about the scalp. I remember when I started doing twists, I would literally redo them like 3 times because I wanted the perfect look. What I have learned so far is that you just need to feel good and it just has to look neat enough for you. Confidence carries the rest. So let your confidence exude from within. Now at this point I'm almost done, so I'm trying to make sure that the tip comes out really nice. So you just want to brush it out and then add an extra gel just to lock in the tip of the hair. At this point you can already see how the twists are forming nicely even with very minimal products. All I used for this hair is just the gel, nothing else, and then the butter that I applied earlier. No extensions, no nothing. And that's the beauty of taking your time with prep. It makes the styling way easier. Now, although this doesn't take so long to make, but I always recommend that you do this style when you're not in a rush. It's supposed to be beginner friendly, but you still also want to take your time to section well and achieve the parts. You know, as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it to be at least clean enough for you to carry. Now if you need a mirror in front and behind, knock yourself out. You can use both, but for me I generally just use one mirror and that will be in front. For some people they have to use one in front, one at the back. If you're a beginner, you need to try everything and then eventually settle for what works for you. Now you see how I'm going in with a second patting after I apply my gel. That's one of the ways to avoid frizz and unraveling when you're done, especially if you're not using perm rods at the end or anything at the tip of your hair. You want to be careful with everything from the very roots all the way to the end of the strand. If you missed any of the steps earlier, now this is a closer look at what I did on my other side of the hair, so you see how easy it can be. Now don't forget to brush through or comb through your hair after applying your gel. That just seals it longer and gives you that finish that you want. You could do an experiment of applying gel and just going in and applying gel, combing through and going in, and you'll be amazed at the difference just a simple combing would make. Now here is an extra tip. If you're making twists, you see the center portion or the center parting of the hair, that one I'm holding out, doesn't have to be too fat because you're going to slide it in amongst one of the 2 chunks that you'll be, crossing over each other. You'll see what I'm trying to explain as we go. So when you're parting the hair, make sure that one of the 3 strands is smaller than the others so that it would naturally just glide in. You see? Now you see how easily it just glided in. There is not one bigger than the other, and I don't have to start trying to, fetch hair from one end and add to the other. Although that may happen, no one is perfect, but you can try to reduce it as much as possible. Now that's me going in with an extra gel just to ensure that I lock the strands, the end of the hair. And don't forget this part of brushing out the final ends. Honestly, see these little tricks, they make all the difference. You don't want to miss out any step, because what someone's hair of 3 days would look like, your hair of 2 weeks could actually look like that. These little differences, these little steps make all the difference. Now this part gets really tricky sometimes because it's the center of your head, and that's why I decided to add it, so you can get to watch it up close and see what you can do. You want it to be as smooth as possible. Again, no pressure. It doesn't have to be picture perfect, but let it be that you made the effort to make it good at the end of the day. And yes, I'm going in with my gel again just to ensure that all the tiny strands are well locked in. And make sure that you're using good products so that you don't have to use too much, because if you use too much products, you end up with product buildup, and you don't want that in your hair. If you intend to carry the style for anything over a week, you must make sure that you use very minimal products so that it doesn't cake out or begin to turn white. You know that thing that gel can do, right? You don't want that on your hair. Again, I'm repeating it. You see how the center one was just a little. It doesn't have to be the same size as the others. And cross. Then when you're sure that the base is well held, like you have a firm grip at the base with no tension, then you can begin to cross them one on the other. Again, ensure that the base is not too tension, because if you look very closely at the hair, you'll see that there's still breathing space for my hair. You want to have something to work with next time that you come. So be gentle and tender to your hair. Be firm, but still be gentle. And we're almost done with the strands. So because we already had a good view of all the style of every single strand I've worked on before, I'm just going to forward this one so you don't bore out. I don't want the video to be too long. And now we have it all locked in, every strand protected, and from this moment on you can flex your hair. Once I get to this stage, I like to just spray on some water, oil my scalp lightly, just a little something to keep it moisturized, and then I go in with accessories. I just accessorize and make sure that the hair is not flying around. Now the good thing is that you can style this hair anyhow you want it. You can leave it flying, you can just have it all locked in, you can have one down and it's on, period, as I said. Please take a moment to watch my video right up above, and please do not forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.